Well, aloha! It's Friday. It's April 21st, and it's warm here in Southern California. Actually, up in Santa Clarita, I think we're going to get to 90. They said it really jumped from winter with just a small smidgen of spring. Now we're heading to summer. Isn't it's just crazy the weather? I mean, you know, climate change is definitely happening. So interest rates aren't haven't been going up, and it's a good time. It's limited inventory, so if you're a buyer, we're back. We're starting to get back at multiple offers, but good time to buy. And if you're a seller, good time to sell because now, like I said, we've got a low inventory and we're looking at multiple offers. But if you're a buyer, you need to know what's the difference between a home inspection and an appraisal. Now, if you're planning to buy a home, an inspection is an important step in the process. It assesses the condition of the home before you finalize the transaction. We put that in. We have contingencies, and inspection contingency is important. It's also a different step in the process from an appraisal, which is a professional evaluation of the market value of the home you'd like to buy. Now, in most cases, an appraisal is ordered by the lender to confirm or verify the value of the home prior to lending a buyer money for the purchase. So I'm going to give you a breakdown of each one and why they're important when buying a home. Home inspection. Here's the key difference between an inspection and an appraisal. This is what Bankrate says. In short, while an appraisal helps you understand a home's value, inspection helps you understand the home's condition. Important to you. The home inspection is a way to determine the current state, safety, condition of the home before you finalize the sale. If anything is questionable in the inspection process, like the age of the roof, the state of the HVAC system, or just about anything else, you as a buyer have the option to discuss and negotiate any potential issues or repairs with the seller before the transaction is final. Your real estate agent is a key expert to help you through this process. Me. Now, the one thing I do want to let you know is that in a home, you do the home inspections, and we then do, if there are things that we find questionable, then you can do a request for repairs. But I want you to remember that California is an as-is state. So that means they're selling the home as is. So they don't even have to answer your request for repairs. Now, most of them do. Most of the sellers do. And a lot of the times they will offer money to you instead of the repair, allowing you to make the repair when you take ownership of the house. So, and they can put it into where those funds are towards your closing costs. So reduce the closing costs, but you'll be responsible for the repairs. And there's other times that the seller understands that his home is in need of repair, and then they'll make the repairs. But most of the time, they just throw money at you. Now, home appraisal. The National Association of Realtors explains a home purchase is typically the largest investment someone will make. Protect yourself by getting your investment appraised. An appraiser will observe the property, analyze the data, report their findings to their client. For the typical home purchase transaction, the lender usually orders the appraisal to assist in the lender's decision to provide funds for a mortgage. When you apply for a mortgage, an unbiased appraisal, which is required by the lender, is the best way to confirm the value of the home based on sales price. Regardless of what you're willing to pay for a house, if you'll be using a mortgage to fund your purchase, the appraisal will help make sure that the bank doesn't loan you more than what the home is worth. This is especially critical in today's seller's market, where low inventory is driving an increased bidding wars, which can push home prices upward. When sellers are in a strong position like this, they tend to believe they can set whatever price they want for their house, under the assumption that competing buyers will be willing to pay more. However, the lender will only allow the buyer to borrow based on the value of the home. This is what helps keep home prices in check. If there's ever any confusion or discrepancy between the appraisal and the sales price, your trusted real estate professional here will help you navigate any additional negotiations in the buying process. Now, let's look at it. When you are overbidding, when buyers overbid and they make a very, very good offer, the appraisal may not come into what you've offered. When it does, you need to come up with the cash to make the difference between the appraisal price and the loaned amount. So that means that down payment of yours may have to come up to meet the difference. And that's one of the problems that happens. The inspection, let's go to the bottom line here. The inspection and the appraisal are critical steps when buying a home. You don't need to manage them by yourself. Working with me, a real estate professional, today, so you have the expert guidance you need to navigate the entire home buying process. So I'm here to help you. You know, my contact information is below, and email me, jamie@jamiebarberhomes.com, or call me, and we can discuss and get you either into a home if you're buying or selling a home if you're selling. It's a good time for either way. All right. Well, this is Jamie Barber from Jamie Barber Homes saying aloha. Have a great weekend. It's going to be warm up here. So hope the rest of you have a great day off. Head to the beach. And unless you're in retail sales, hospitality, or you're a real estate agent, because when the sun comes out, people want to look at homes. All right. Aloha. See you next week. This is Jamie Barber with Jamie Barber Homes saying goodbye.